This is the first ever event with F1RST and Sports Academy. We're bringing professional training, professional resources to the Garland Police Department so that our officers, our firefighters, all of our first responders have access to the absolute best in training for mental and for physical preparation.
Constantly being in that fight or flight and that ready mode, that can burn the system out, and it does a number on the system to constantly be trying to protect you. And that process alone can cause way more heartache for the first responder and their family member than if we just give them the tools at the beginning, helping them understand the importance of taking care of all three of those components, their brain, their mind, meaning how they talk to themselves, and then their body. Giving them that at the front end helps them endure and then helps them recover quicker. I'm a first responder family member myself. My dad and brother are police officers, so I'm just very deeply connected to what first responders go through and how that impacts them as humans and then their family members as well. I do have experience working with Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. We were in day one at the academy, making sure that individuals had skills to help them prepare, endure, and then recover from what this line of work does. But having a brother and father from a smaller agency, they don't always have the budget for a law enforcement psychologist. So moving to Texas, I developed FIRST, which stands for First Responder Stress and Trauma, which is basically a menu of services, everything from debriefs, trainings, individual and couples and family therapy. I basically took everything from what I was doing with Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, and now I do it locally for fire and police.
It's just amazing if you can just pan out here and see what's going on, the different stations, from the flexibility, the mobility, because this job is taxing. It's not only taxing on your body, but what we see on a daily basis. You take a lot of stuff home, and this is getting ready to springboard all over the country about treating first responders as elite athletes, and you can see that's going on today behind me. And the support that we have at the Garland Police Department, not only with our administration, but with our brothers and sisters at the Garland Fire Department, is illustrated, but all the different people we have that showed up today. And it really shows that Garland takes care of their own.
There's no such thing as a film day for first responders. There's also not a recovery day for first responders. Instead, our performance is 40 hours a week. Every hour of the day, our first responders are required and demanded to perform at the highest possible levels, which is a totally different model than what you have for professional athletes. But what we don't have is the sort of ability to access trainers to tell us, okay, how do you do that? And how do you do it for a career? How do you tell me what's the best way to prepare my body for work? Or more importantly, how do you tell me how to recover? So that when I go home, I get to be at home. When I get to retire, I get to retire and not be on in Dr. C's things for the rest of my life. And the translation has always been, well, first responders are different. We're not athletes, we don't play for points, we play to save lives. But why can't you put those together? And having access to this sort of expertise is pretty unique.
It's just been incredible to build relationships with the North Texas departments and seeing the openness to implementing resiliency training, implementing just more care and focusing on wellness for their first responders. It's been really cool to be a part of it.
I think we're just coming to realize that it's not just about physical health, but it's also about mental health. And these officers, these troops, they'll sometimes see much in a day or a week that most people will see in a lifetime, and we have to give them the tools to cope with that. If you look at a video we released of the officers that were pulling individuals out of a car fire, those officers still have to sleep at night and they still have to work through those. And so we need to make sure we give them the tools and the ability to do that. This is a comprehensive program. It's physical, it's mental, and it's given those officers the tools to cope and also to recognize when something's not just quite right. And so I think we're cutting edge here, and I think this is a great program for us.
It can't just be about the next generation of first responders. One thing I feel with Garland is they want to take care of people who are here now. So while we still host those trainings at Sports Academy at the Star in Frisco, we decided, let's just pick up the technology, the experts, the knowledge, and bring it to the departments so that it makes it more convenient for them so that they still have access to this crucial information. We are so excited to be here with Garland, that they're the first department to have this mobile wellness training. I hope it only grows from here and the impact that they're having for the department members and their community.